Hey, 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 everyone. We are live, and I am so excited today because I get to chat with my son, Eamonn. Um, Eamonn. And we are live in a couple different wellness groups because we have an important message to share. And Eamonn is on today just so he can share his journey with ADHD and how it hasn't turned out to be a life sentence for him. Okay. So, as a young boy, getting that diagnosis, as a mom, you think, gosh, this is going to be kind of hanging over him all through his life, all through school. Um, and, it's just going to carry on. So we're here to say that that hasn't been the case. But he's going to share with you, some of his struggles as a young boy and how it, carried through all his school years, even through college, when things started to turn around for him and how he's doing now. So if you are coming live with us today, please say hello. Hey, Dana. And if you're catching it on the replay, type replay. We will circle back around and answer any questions. But so let's get to it. I'm so excited to have Eamonn share his story with us. Just from a mom's perspective, getting that diagnosis, as I mentioned, it can be paralyzing, right? It can be very overwhelming. I'm talking, to a lot of moms, and they're in similar situations that we were, 15, 18 years ago, and how you think that it's just going to follow your child all the way through their life, through school, through driving, as a teen, through relationships. Will they get a job and succeed in a job? And, will they have to take medicine for the rest of their life, right? So I'm going to just have Eamonn kind of share a little bit about what it was like through his school years. What were some of the struggles that you went through? So take it away, Eamonn.
Hi, thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Eamonn. I'm Colleen's son, and I was diagnosed with ADHD in the first grade, and I was immediately put on medication. The teachers wouldn't stop, pestering you guys, saying he can't sit still. He doesn't want to pay attention. He doesn't want to, you know, participate the way he should participate. And that was, but it was just so early on. And anyway, fast forward to elementary school. I'm, taking the medication. We're trying different medications because not any of them are seeming to, solve the problem. And I didn't like taking pills, so we would crush them up, we would dissolve them, we would try the patch. Still, all of it temporary. Nothing was really permanent until I got to middle school. We tried Concerta for a stretch. I think that was one of the longer uh, periods of time where I was only on one medication. And then high school switched to Adderall, smaller doses, because I was, a little more mature. I had outgrown that kind of hyperactive phase, and I was just more paying attention, getting through the long periods of schoolwork, having to sit down and study. And
Well,
well, the hard parts.
let's pause for just a moment, Eamon. Like we tried, so I want, all the moms out there to know that we went to several doctors even before we, started down the pharmaceutical route. We went to several specialists, and the one direction that they were pointing us in was the pharmaceutical meds. This is your option, guys. And so we started experimenting, right? We went from one to the other, trying to find one that didn't have all the side effects, right?
Mhm.
We did experiment with a lot.
Yeah.
As a mom, I was really leery about it. I was hesitant, but I felt like my hands were tied almost.
Yeah. Well, and they were at the time. There really wasn't any other solution. So I was on medication for a while. I get to high school, smaller doses because I can handle it. Because I'm a little more mature. And then I get to college, and I'm really only taking it when I need it. And well, it was,
You know what, Eamon, let's just back up even before college. What were some of your obstacles that, whether you were on meds or not, what were some of the obstacles that you were faced with? Whether it was classroom, assignments, studying, and then even socially and with sports. Let's just kind of talk about that for a minute.
yeah. Well, from what I remember, you know, I would get home. I think homework was the biggest struggle. You know, it wasn't as much doing schoolwork at school, because, you know, I had teachers there to help me, and, you know, they did help me as much as they could. But it was when I got home and I had all this like free time on my hands. You know, maybe I want to read a book, or play a video game, or play with my Legos, or, you know, something else other than my homework. And so, you know, I would get home, and we decided that I would take like a small dose when I got home, just to get through that homework. And but the
Right.
problem with that was I couldn't go to sleep. It would kept me wired. And then we
Well, that homework period, what should have taken you an hour
took
was
me several.
4 to 6 hours.
Yeah,
Let's be real. We are here to be real. 4 to 6 hours,
it was bad.
right?
It was really bad.
You would be at the kitchen table at 11 o'clock at night, and I'm just like, enough, right?
Mhm,
And it wasn't that you didn't want to do the work. It was a struggle.
mhm.
It was a struggle.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was just really hard to just stick with it, you know, focus, and, you know, plow through it. But it dragged out so long. Um, so that's why we started taking a dose at home, and then when I got
Mhm.
home from school, and then that would keep me up at night because
Up
I'm
at night.
wired, you know, because let's be honest, Adderall is one chemical bond away from pure meth. So it really keeps you wired
It's a
in that
stimulant, yeah.
natural stimulus state. So we tried another medication to help me calm down at night and fall asleep. Um,
So
and
we were treating the side effect of the meds with another
with
med,
other medication. Yeah.
right? And I
Um,
hear this a lot. So if you can relate to that, moms, put it in the comments. Treating the side effects with yet another med. You know, I hear a lot, kids, you know, can't get to sleep. You know, what were some of the other side effects from the meds? Let's just
um,
go down that path a little bit.
I my personality was flat. I like nothing was joyful anymore. Like just the little thing, like um, like just even just like walking home from school from the bus stop. Um, just like my friends would be just like goofing around, and I would just kind of keep walking. Nothing really interested me. Um,
And
and
you were a happy, fun, like energetic kid. So as a mom, once again,
Mhm.
mama bear, like seeing her happy, energetic, joyful child be flattened, his personality, that's that's
Yeah, it was
heartbreaking.
hard.
Like we don't
And
want
you
that
know,
for our kids.
and as soon as I started to pick up on that, you know, realizing what it was doing to me, I, you know, started faking my doses, like, and I'm sorry, but you know, I know
You
the
started doing what? I don't know if
at
everyone
the
heard that.
time. What'd you say?
I said you were doing what? I don't know if everyone heard that.
Oh, I was faking like my doses. I didn't want to take my medication anymore. I was, yeah. You'd be like, "Did you take your meds?" And I'll be like, "Yep."
Mhm.
And you know, I'm sorry for lying to you, but I really did not want to be on those medications. So you
I
know,
know, I
flush
know.
it down the drain, toss it on my way to the bus. You know, keep it in the palm of my hand. Even at the nurse, that like they didn't watch me. I would just walk out of there without taking my medication. Um, but that wasn't solving the larger issue.
Mhm.
I was more energetic and more myself, but I was not focusing in class. I was not paying attention. I wasn't learning anything.
You were
So
struggling with the whole learning, comprehending, taking tests,
mhm.
succeeding, you know,
And just that balance between doing all that, but also maintaining a healthy, social life and just, uh, personality.
Being
Uh,
a kid, being a
being,
kid.
being a kid, exactly. Um, and so I got over that stage. Fast forward to college. The schoolwork became so hard. I've never been tested like that in my life, and I finally had to accept. Okay, maybe I really do need this medication, but I only took it sparingly. If I had a test or an exam, a paper due, or an all-nighter in the library to do, I would, just take it, and it would get me through. But it still sucked, and
Yeah.
it was still a band-aid solution. It wasn't permanent. It wasn't.
Well,
Uh,
you were still I think you still felt like you were just getting by, right?
yeah,
This is
exactly.
just it wasn't that you were, like, excelling,
No,
right?
yeah, it
You
wasn't
were
definitely wasn't enough for me. And where was I going with that?
sorry.
So I would take it sparingly whenever I needed it. It was a
Mhm.
band-aid solution. I wasn't excelling. It wasn't enough. Um, and that was like the first 2, 3 years of college. I was kind of just getting by. I was getting okay grades. My GPA could have been better, and I definitely wanted it to be better before I
Mhm.
graduated. Um, and so
Right.
senior year, summer into senior year,
Yes,
having
let's share, what happened that summer before your senior year
mhm.
when, um, mom introduced this gut brain access protocol. And you know and guys, if you are kind of going down this road, our listeners going down this road of trial and error, you're going to want to listen in here because we did try everything. It wasn't that we were like, pharmaceutical meds is the home run. We were still, I was still searching. We were still looking for anything that would help without all these side effects. And we didn't even go down all the side effects. I mean, appetite suppressant,
Oh yeah,
sleeplessness, flattened personality, zombie like state.
I definitely
Um,
missed a few there, but yeah, keep going.
it just goes on and on.
Mhm.
So when I was introduced to this, I was like, I jumped all in. I'm like, yes, sign, ordered it. We started it, and yeah, take it away, Eamon. Your senior year in college.
Well, yeah, you started it, and it really helped you out, and you were like,
Hmm.
"This would be perfect for my son." And I was a little like, "Vitamins? Didn't we already try that?"
Right.
And like, what's different about this? And so I started it. I did the fundamentals. I threw a little protein powder in there. Coupled it with a healthy lifestyle. I was working out every day, and going to bed at a normal time, and then waking up as soon
But
as.
that wasn't, Eamon. That wasn't happening though. You were kind of slipping on working out, not taking care of yourself. You were kind of going down a little, kind of in the dumps, right?
I think this was after, but yeah, it definitely like helped me get back on track. I
Hmm.
knew I wanted to try and get back on track, and um, I started to take better care of myself, and then you introduced the protocol, the
Yep.
fundamentals, and I started doing that, and you know, like physically, I was starting to feel better, but then all of a sudden, like mentally, I was waking up every day. I would do my fundamentals first thing in the morning, super easy, and for the rest of the day, I felt like I could, do anything. So that was the summer. Going into my senior year, I was working a full-time restaurant job, which was crazy because I mean it's not so crazy anymore. It's because of uh, current circumstances. But back then, it was nuts. It was so busy. I had so many tasks to stay on top of. And I kept that job through my
Hmm.
senior year. I would work part time, like 20, 30 hours a week. Um, and, uh, and I had my senior capstone. I had all these senior level courses that I needed to take before I graduated. And I got my highest GPA ever. I did all that. Um, and did really well. And I attribute that to the fundamentals pack.
So that was highest GPA ever, working at a restaurant. And guys, even think about it for a minute. Kid with ADHD working in a stressful city restaurant, busy city restaurant. And tell us like some of the comments that you would get from your coworkers,
Oh, yeah.
right?
They
Your
they loved
managers.
having me around. They felt like they were in a better mood when I was around because I was always in a good mood. No matter what was happening, I was kind of, I never really got let the stress and busyness get to me. The rude customers, I would just keep a positive attitude. Um, and
And you
yeah,
were kind of like, wow, that it really is true. I have
I
like a little
remember
skip
someone
in my
actually
step.
asked me like, "What's your secret?" And I was like, I take my supplements every morning. And
Hmm.
they were like, I need some of those. I was like, you can have some. They're available to everyone who needs them.
Right, right. So guys, if you found value in what Eamonn is sharing, I mean, this was a drastic transformation in my eyes as a mom. Proud moment. Not only did he graduate from college, um, but graduate with his highest GPA. School was always a struggle. I mean, you would say, "Mom, I don't think I'm cut out for school." But you know what? Every kid is, if they have the right tools, if they're equipped with the right tools, school is for everyone. And it shouldn't be a struggle. So I go back thinking, gosh, if I had these tools for you when you were in grade school, how life would have been a little different for all of us, right? Because if one family member is struggling, guess what? The whole family struggles. You're in it together as a family, and it's a struggle. So if you found value in what we shared today, please place a value in the comments. If you want more information on this protocol that Eamonn's on, I'm on, and just how easy it is to get into a routine of just taking care of your body and your brain, right? Gut brain axis protocol. If you want more info on this, put more info in the comments. Tag the person who invited you to your group, and we will reach back out to you. Um, any final message for other kids, Eamonn, whether they're younger, they're your age, and for moms that are trying to help their kids?
I know for a fact back when I was maybe their age, it seemed really, really, really hard. And, it didn't seem like it would ever end. But if you're experiencing what, I went through, just remember it's never as bad as it seems. And, it does get better.
Oh, and I want to say as a mom, there are other solutions. There's hope, there's light, there's other things that we can do. So, please reach out to us. You are not alone on this journey. That's my message to all the moms out there. You are not alone on this journey, right? We are here to spread the message of hope and light, and to get these tools in your hands, right? So thanks, Eamonn. Thanks for sharing your vulnerable story. I'm so proud of you. I love
Thank you,
you.
Mom.
Everyone have a great day, and please put in the comments if you want any more information, and we will reach back out to you. Put replay in the comments as well if you're circling back and catching this on the replay. Thanks, Bud. Thanks, everyone, and we will see you soon.
Bye.